Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Before we go any further, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Han and Project Manager with the Gyeonggi Free Economic Zone Authority. Right now, the COVID-19 crisis is like a war situation. This is very different from the previous situation caused by competition. Also, the virus is a real risk. I think it is even more difficult because it involves macroeconomic uncertainty. Therefore, we have to survive in pandemic situation. After pandemic, the main question is how to find the business opportunity and overcome this crisis. I hope you can discover some good business chance today. Today, I will show first the overview of Gyeonggi province, and second, the industrial environment of GGFEZ. Finally, investment proposal for GGFEZ and the explanation of incentive policy. First is an overview of Gyeonggi province. Gyeonggi province, together with the Seoul and Incheon, makes up the metropolitan area of Korea. This area accounts for around 50% of Korean population and GDP. Gyeonggi province itself has a population of 13 million, which is 26% of Korean population, and the GDP of 480 trillion won, which is 25% of national GDP. There are 900,000 companies operating in Gyeonggi province. Major automobile and semiconductor companies, which are growth engine in Korea, have a key operation in our province. In Gyeonggi province, more than 17,000 R&D institutes are conducting research in various fields. Especially, there are many scientific and engineering personnel in semiconductor and automobile. Many qualified human resources enable the pursuit of a business opportunity and diverse research for the future-oriented industries. Korea is the world #1 memory semiconductor maker and the #5 automobile maker. In particular, 70% of semiconductor-related companies and 40% of auto-related companies are grouped and clustered in Gyeonggi province. It is easy to find a business opportunity with the semiconductor and automobile cluster that support our country. Next is the industrial environment GGFEZ. We are developing 3 districts in city of Pyeongtaek and Siheung in Gyeonggi province. First, unmanned ground, aerial, and the Marine Vehicle Research Center and medical complexes are located in Baegot District in Siheung City. Second, there is a smart mobility center for the Pyeongtaek Peaks. Finally, in the Hyundok District, we are developing a hydrogen city and the residential environment for the tenant companies. Siheung City and the Seoul National University will develop and operate the Siheung Baegot District by 2027. The size is about 0.9 square kilometer. Unmanned ground, aerial, and marine vehicle research center, as well as medical complexes, will be established and integrated with the Seoul National University Hospital. The Siheung Baegot District is developing collaborative R&D and the demonstration complex with the CYMTV and Siheung Smart Hub Industrial Complex. The traffic networks of Baegot districts are convenient. Incheon Airport, Incheon Port, and KTX Gwangmyeong Station are located in Siheung City. They are within a 20-minute drive. Siheung New Town with a traffic network such as subways and highways provide a convenient residential environment. To foster new future growth industry that result in super intelligence, hyperconnectivity, and superconvergence, we will focus on research covering unmanned ground, aerial, and marine vehicles, and we will create an ecosystem that links demonstration centers. There are several key facilities in Baegot District: intelligent unmanned mobile lab, self-driving future mobility center, and the Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering test water tank. Also, there are faculty accommodation and educational centers. In addition, we will create a global medical complex for medical device and dental science. several universities and public institutions, including Seoul National University, as well as about 55 companies, including Samsung Electronics, Hyundai Motor, and their shipbuilding are participating now. We are developing the Pyeongtaek Bigs Smart Mobility Center. The Pyeongtaek Bigs occupy a site of approximately 2.04 square kilometers. Construction of the site was completed last December. We plan to attract automotive, chemical, and IT part and material manufacture to this area. You could begin construction of a production factory right now. GGFEZ is located in the central region of Korea. It is on the west coast and neighbors the Korean capital region. Within a 9-minute drive of GGFEZ, you can find many industrial clusters, including global corporations. Traffic networks such as highways, industrial railroad, and the subway lines are expanding. To sum up, it takes about 40 minutes to travel from Yeouido to Pyeongtaek City by subway. The expansion of various traffic networks will be completed by 2022. Automotive OEM companies such as Hyundai, Kia, Ssangyong are located near our development area. Also, 1,400 major auto part companies are concentrated around our developing area, which account for 40% of production density in Korea. The semiconductor industry are connected with the city of Hwaseong, Gyeong, Suwon, Icheon, Yongin, Pyeongtaek. It calls K-belt of a semiconductor. Our government shows semiconductor vision 2030, so large-scale investment by global companies such as Samsung Electronics and LG are on the way in Pyeongtaek. Hynix is creating a semiconductor cluster in Yongin as well. The integration of a semiconductor equipment, part, and material companies are advantageous for new semiconductor initiatives. In particular, we are developing Pyeongtaek Bigs as a smart mobility cluster. Also, it was designated as an eco-friendly automotive electric component cluster by the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Energy. We are supporting production site for EV car and the self-driving technology companies. In addition, we support parts, material, and device companies for the semiconductor industry, as well as battery companies for smart vehicles. We highly recommend that you pursue business opportunity in the smart car and battery area. Several companies have already invested in our developing area. Hyundai Mobis is investing in factory for EV models in Pyeongtaek Bigs. They will start the factory operation next month as well. Also, global companies like IKEA Korea and Kendall Square signed the purchasing contract for their logistics centers. So all land for logistic companies has been occupied. Pyeongtaek Bigs has several merits. First, we have a core cluster of a semiconductor, display, and automobile industry. So it is easy to find a business chance. Second, the Pyeongtaek area sales price has a comparative advantage over other areas. Also, you can reduce logistic costs through the broader transportation networks. Finally, Pyeongtaek Port is a logistic hub for Chinese market. The Hyundai district is being developed on site of about 2.3 square kilometers. The goal is to create hydrogen economy city and global settlement environments. Especially, it will be developed with commercial, logistic distribution, tourism, and business facility, among many others. Finally, investment proposal and also explain incentive policy. Our investment suggestions are, as a major strategy, R&D for future growth industry and R&D in the backward districts are being fostered. So you can develop and create your new business for future industry. Also, mass production of a developed technology and product is being carried out in the Pyeongtaek Bigs, especially in the auto, EV, chemical, and the logistics sectors. There are a number of ways to invest. First, you can conduct future R&D and joint research on demonstration project in the Sieng district. Second, you can invest through the cooperation with the global companies in related industry, as well as through the new investment and the acquisition of existing companies. I suggest that you form a diverse portfolio for your business. There are several incentives for investment in GGFEZ. Foreign investors can receive tax breaks such as acquisition, property tax, and tariff exemptions. Also, there is a site support including risk zone for factory site. In addition, there are cash subsidy for hiring and training. In particular note, the GG Free Economic Zone Authority has designated a project manager for each project. We will provide all administration services for your investment project. In addition, GGFEZ runs a one-stop service center for the investor. You really need to invest in the GGFEZ. First, we are creating R&D complexes for new future industries. Secondly, we have a cluster of high-tech industry with global companies. Finally, you can easily hire qualified employees for investment project. And you can also expect land price appreciation compared to original price. GGFEZ is an ideal location for the global smart mobility industry. You can begin new business with GGFEZ. For more detail about the special economic zone in Gyeonggi Province, you can contact us by email or phone. It would be our pleasure to provide you with the investment consultation. Thank you.